What if you woke up not knowing who you are, not knowing why you are here, and even finding out that you are not on Earth at all? What should you do? Being smart, you desperately search the ship for memories. Finally, you succeed. But when your memories are recovered, you realize that something even more absurd is yet to come. You are no chosen astronaut, let alone some hero born to save the world. You are just a middle school teacher who was forced to the poker table. Yet, while you're on the ship, is actually to execute a mission to save humanity. A teacher, forced to solve a problem on a solar sail. A single person thrown into deep space, seeking a human exit. Without the original book, it might seem absurd. But he was actually chosen by accident because of a rejected scientific theory he once published. Therefore, we need you. As an old fan who has read Project Hail Mary countless times, my direct feeling after watching this movie is that it truly brought the original book to life. Not just the hard sci-fi settings, but the magnificent space and visual effects of the ship design are all presented, along with the weight of the situation, as well as that universe-level sense of oppression and contrast. The story's background is not the old cliché of an alien fleet is attacking. What it gives you is a higher level and more despairing question. Why did the sun suddenly begin to dim? Later, they found that a microorganism called astrophage is devouring the energy released by the sun. The sun won't burn out instantly. Instead, it will slide down slowly. Once something fails with the sun, what Earth loses won't just be sunlight and warmth. It will freeze completely. At this time, all of humanity can only do one thing: launch a spaceship into the depths of the universe to find answers in other star systems. And so, this middle school teacher, Grace, was forced onto this mission. Learning he was to join this mission, he was completely bewildered. Go to other star systems. Save humanity. You must be kidding. He panics, feels afraid, and wants to run, just like any ordinary person among us. Because he knows best that he is not someone who can shoulder the hope of all humanity. This is the most brilliant part. Because what you see is not a superhero saving humanity, but a person of limited ability, genuine emotions, and even a bit of a messy state. Pushed step by reality to the point where he must force himself forward. But what is incredible about the book is not just as simple as an ordinary person going to save Earth. When Grace is about to reach the target star, he encounters Rocky, an alien engineer from Eridani. Earth is not the only civilization struggling. This is the best part of the whole movie. First, you watch how the mission will be completed. But later, you see how two completely different life forms understand and save each other in the universe. When both civilizations are on the verge of collapse, can understanding itself also become a way out? What is incredible about Project Hail Mary is not just putting things like the solar crisis, space missions, and alien life all together. Even more amazing is that it actually allows two completely different civilizations in the coldest place in the universe to develop understanding, trust, and even a very clumsy way of saving each other. This is also why I say, what surprises me most about this adaptation is not just that it brings those space scenes and hard sci-fi settings to life. is that the two most fascinating layers from the original book. The sense of suspense driven by the mission in the first half, and the cross-species mutual aid between Grace and Rocky in the second half, have been perfectly captured. Not only that, the visual effects completion this time is very high. The space environment and ship interior, and many parts that could only be imagined in the original book, once brought to the screen, suddenly become much more intuitive. Project Hail Mary has a demand score of 8.5. It is a Hollywood space sci-fi movie with great fame. So if you already like space exploration, sci-fi suspense, and civilizations, or if you just want a sci-fi film that has grand spectacles, but also an emotional aftertaste, this time you can go to the theater to experience it.